So everything has been progressing very, very well. There's only a couple of things to do anymore. We're going to go over a couple of the things right now in a little bit closer detail. But hey, this is going pretty good. The only thing that's missing is a little bit of coffee. What could go wrong if I try and do this one-handed, left-handed? Oh, yeah, that's weird. Today's brew brought to you by Death Wish Coffee Co. Not sponsored, but man, that would be good, getting a coffee sponsor. Oh, geez, this was a bad idea. Not too much room for milk, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll manage. Now stop calling me a heathen for using milk in my coffee. It's only a dollop of milk, that's fine. Besides, Heathen Guitars is another person entirely. Anywho, moving on. The body and the neck have both been sanded to 120 all the way through. No, wait, sorry, 180 all the way through. Still need to do those, and I need to do the roundovers. Finishing up inlays, side inlays on that. We'll go have a look at that in a sec. Now, the thing that I'm wondering about, because originally this was, at least Charlie had designed this to be a bolt-on. And I've been trying to figure out whether I want to make this a bolt-on or not. Probably not. I usually do set necks, so I'm gonna make this a set neck. I think I've decided to glue in the neck, just because I like that kind of seamless transition to the neck instead of having it bolted on. Besides, I'm curious to hear how it sounds as a set neck. One minor thing that I do need to fix is that in order for the pickup screws, there are 4, I need to put a little riser there and there, because there isn't much room for adjusting the screw on that back there. And there, a very good reason as to why always triple, quadruple check that you don't have any fret debris left on any surface anywhere, because it will dent your guitar. This one's gonna get wood filler on it just so we get a smooth finish on it, and that's gonna be one of the next steps after gluing the neck. So the original inlays that I have here, they're pretty thin on the edge, so I decided I'm gonna reinforce that with putting in some bigger pieces, bigger blocks. These look a lot clearer than the smaller bits, and they're a bit more reinforced, so when they're sanding and everything to be done, I'm not going to sand through the inlay. Now, the thing that I did with that, or how I did that, was just gluing together 2 pieces of the PLA that were left over from a piece that I'm not going to use, this piece. That was originally going to go there, but it was broken off during shipping, so instead I just kind of sacrificed some of this to make inlay material. So next up is, well, finishing the inlays, finishing the fretwork. So I still need to I still need to dress the ends of the frets, and then I need to sand everything up to 180, probably 240, and then glue in the neck, and then we're ready for the fun bit, which is finishing. It's currently Thursday, the 2nd of January, so I have a month and 6 days to finish this and 3 others for Tonefest. What have I gotten myself into? I don't know, but hey, we're gonna deal with it. Let's see how it goes. Wish me luck. Now, boys and girls and beings of the internet, do not use a home vacuum, so just a normal vacuum cleaner, Hoover, whatever you want to call it. Don't use that to vacuum up some wood dust, because it's not meant for that. Do as I say, not as I do. Shop vacuums are a thing because of a reason. We are at the point of almost no return, so we're gonna glue in the neck. Before I do that, I'm gonna double check that my scale length is where I want it to be, because if it's not, when I glue the neck in, it won't play, it won't work, and then all of us are gonna be very, very unhappy. So let's have a look here. Make sure that we get things in order. So my gubbins bag, where am I? Ah, there we go. And then I'm gonna put this so that it is through that one and through this one. Now, if things are not in the correct positions, I will need to go back to the workshop and do some stuff in order to get it working. Let's put our nut in place as well, so I have that. Yeah, there we go. And it's pretty much bang on the money. It's a 25.5-inch scale length, so we're looking at like right at the edge of the bridge. And the thing is that we're gonna have a acoustic guitar style bridge, so not much room for adjustment. I'll cut the bridge slots to the correct intonation points, but nothing can be adjusted afterwards. So it's very important that this is as accurate as possible, gluing the neck in right now. You know, we won't have any room to adjust this way, but I'm pretty sure that will be just perfect. I mean, we could have gone with the scale length line being directly in the middle here, but I want to have as much, you know, room to adjust the intonation backwards on the lower strings as possible. Usually the high E doesn't need to be adjusted almost at all, and is completely fine being pretty much like it is here. If this bites me in the butt later on, this is the point that it does that. I have a feeling there's going to be foreshadowing text here somewhere. Let's go. This is like my whole thing is set necks. So this is a process that I am very familiar with, yet it always is very scary, because if things go wrong, you just glued in your neck. How the hell are you gonna get it off? I'm most excited about actually seeing how a Spanish cedar neck is gonna hold up, because that's gonna be interesting. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to mask things off. Right. All right, here we go. Don't need a lot of pressure, just enough to make sure that there's good contact. Everything looks A-okay. Yeah. We need a little help a little bit over here to get things lined up nicely. I wonder how the hell I'm going to do that. So now with everything nicely sanded to 240, we're going to fill the grain. I have color tone, water base, grain filler, and it's been a bit hit and miss using this. I still haven't gotten it quite to work the way I want, and hopefully this time around I'll get the grain filled nicely. It's going to take a couple layers, but we do need to spray sealer coats tomorrow, so this better work. Maybe I should do what it says and just use a brush to really work it in the grain. And I don't work a lot with grain fillers in general because I do a lot of oil finishes. Don't really do flat colors all that much, but yeah, let's see what comes of this. So I don't like grain filler to begin with, and as you saw there, I gave up on the frickin' brush and I gave up on the frickin' squeegee thing, even though you're kind of supposed to do that according to the instructions. But it's annoying and I don't like it. I know I need to do a couple of more layers and I need to do this properly. I just need to get not a flimsy thing. I know I have like a proper card thing that I can use to wipe this stuff on with, and it's a lot easier. So I'll do that for the next round. Let's see how the first bit dries up, and we'll go from there.